You may not know this, or you may not think you need one, but you may want to use your own realtor when buying new construction. And I'm going to give you some real life examples on why. Hi, I'm Kim Devlin, your key to St. Augustine, realtor here in beautiful Northeast Florida. I help many homebuyers navigate the area for new construction communities. Most times they have an idea of what they want, but looking at new construction can be overwhelming. Many times we are just looking at dirt lots, trying to imagine what the community will look like once it's completed. So having a realtor that knows new construction, knows what questions to ask so they can guide you from picking out a lot and model to searching for red flags in the contract to negotiating extras is kind of important. Buying new construction is not just signing a contract and assuming everything is going to be perfect because it's new. If you look at reviews for builders, you will see a lot of negative ones. I bet the majority of those buyers did not have a realtor working for them, and if they did, they didn't have the right one, and I'm going to give you a few examples of how having your realtor involved can benefit you. I've said this before. When going to new construction, you do want your realtor with you at the time of registration. But I can tell you that if a builder gives you a hard time because you moseyed into a model on a Saturday afternoon while taking a drive and you weren't with the realtor you've been working with for the past 6 months, and the builder would not register you with them, then I would question that builder. The majority of builders want to work with realtors. The builder's sales agents are there, of course, to answer your questions, but they want a realtor there to assist you through the process, be your sounding board, to work with you through the tough decisions, and to help you along with the process. There are so many things to consider when building a home that they can easily be overlooked. When you go to a new community, you're sometimes looking at dirt. You cannot even envision what the community will look like once completed. As long as your realtor has new construction experience, they will be able to ask questions you may not think of. For example, the orientation of the lot. We are in Florida, so you may not want the afternoon sun on your backyard lanai, or you may want a pool and have full sun all afternoon. Many homebuyers don't think about this. What about the orientation of the garage or the lanai? Which side of the house should it be on? A question I would ask, is the lot next door to the one you're interested in sold? If so, what model is being built on it? What side of the house is their lanai on? Because I bet you will want it to be the opposite of yours. I recently sat on a new construction meeting. My clients are out of the country, so I was there with the builder agent while they write up the contract and go over all of the structural options. While I was there, I ran out to the lot my buyers chose and the model they were interested in a number of times in order to get photos for them so they could better understand their options and make an educated decision from afar. For example, after choosing an elevation, they needed to decide which side of the house the driveway should be on. The thing is, whichever side they decided the driveway should be would ultimately decide which side the lanai would be on. So I asked the agent what home was being built on the adjacent sold lot so we would know where their future neighbor's lanai would be. She looked it up and she found out it was going to be on the opposite side of their house. That's great. Another factor was the view. One side had a better view, and this is where the pictures helped. After seeing this and understanding how important this driveway decision was, they were able to choose the best option, which ultimately would have affected whether they just like their new home or love it. So another example I want to share while I was driving through this same community is a house that's being built on what I would say is the worst lot in the community. Now, the lot was a big one. It's on a corner, which is great. But the thing you need to know is you do not have control over where the house will be positioned on the lot. Well, it turns out that the back of this house faces up the road that runs parallel to it. Since this road curves in towards the house, there's zero privacy in the backyard. And when people drive on that road towards the house, the car headlights will be shining right into their living room. Now, I know for a fact these people are from out of state and didn't use a realtor. I would have pointed this out to them before they committed to this lot. These houses are over $900,000. I know at that price, I would want a private backyard. So let's get back to the negative reviews. I know of a couple that bought a house from a high-end builder here in St. Augustine, and they did not use a realtor because they walked into the model and dealt with a sales agent. Well, their house was completed, they closed and moved in about 6 months ago. It turns out that there is mold behind all of the walls. These homeowners are now needing to rent because the interior of their home needs to be gutted. So why did this happen? Apparently there was no venting installed. I don't know how this got past the county inspectors, but if they had a good realtor working for them, they would have likely done a pre-drywall inspection as well as pre-slab and a final inspection too with their own third-party inspector. But since they didn't have anyone there looking out for them, no one let them know that that was something that they could do or should do. Unfortunately, now these buyers are having a very negative experience. Do you think they might write a negative review? Probably. Many home buyers assume a new home is going to be perfect. I can tell you right now, it rarely is. But going through the process with your own realtor, knowing what they are doing and guiding you every step of the way from the contract to the blue tape walkthrough can make all the difference on whether your building experience is positive or negative. Plus, they keep you up to date on the progress of your home with pictures and video, which will give you peace of mind. You may have bought new construction before, but these are real life examples of a few things I have seen and experienced. We are in this industry because we know how important a home purchase is. We do this because we are customer service oriented and love what we do. This is not an easy job. We know that there's stress for our customers and we take on that burden for them so that they could have a positive experience. Don't ever let a builder tell you that you can't bring in a realtor to work with you. Buying a home is likely your biggest asset and you are the consumer. What you want and need is what matters. So if you are considering new construction, don't go it alone. Have your realtor help you. And if you don't have one, interview a few and find the right fit with the new construction knowledge. It's a long process to build a home. So you want someone that is going to be there every step of the way. I have created a guide to buying a new construction home in Northeast Florida, specifically Northeast Florida. So go ahead and click the link below for more details. I hope you found this information helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.